From the dawn of history, man has reported visitors from other planets. In ancient societies, they were feared. In pagan societies, they were revered as gods. But in modern times, we've tried to ignore them. Do they continue their visits? Have they reached out to us? Are they in fact in league with the governments of the earth, even as we speak? These questions and more will be answered on Volume 1 of UFO Investigations, The Cover-Up. And now your hosts, True Hawkins and Joan Piercy.
Hello, we're UFO Investigations. I'm True Hawkins, and this is Research Associate Jody Piercy.
Hello.
Our continuing job is to bring information to you from recently acquired government documents acquired through the Freedom of Information Act and information from civilian investigators. It's our continuing goal to compile and bring you information as it becomes available. Now, this first video report will serve as a rather broad overview and history of investigations starting right after World War II. Now, to begin with, do UFOs and extraterrestrial beings exist? Lear's not the only one formerly with the government intelligence community. Bill Cooper, a former Navy man, describes the incident that turned him onto UFO research during a subsequent interview with Knapp and Lear.
In the Navy, I had an occasion to actually see what they call a UFO, only this was certainly not unidentified. The only thing that I could tell about it that was unidentified is we didn't know who was flying it. I was on a submarine on the surface between Pearl Harbor and the Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington area.
What did it look like? What did you see?
It was a huge, absolutely, without a doubt, metal machine, which had been built by someone somewhere, came up out of the water, tumbled end over end, and went up into the clouds. It was low cloud cover that day. There were 3 personnel on the conning tower. It was myself, the starboard lookout, and the officer of the deck. His name was Ensign Ball.
You all saw it?
They all saw it. The captain was called to the bridge. He came up, followed by the chief quartermaster, who brought a 35-millimeter camera. The craft, or another craft that looked exactly like it, came back down out of the clouds, again, tumbling end over end, went into the water. And the whole thing was incredible. I was absolutely stunned. But it was obvious that it was metal, it was a machine, it did not glow like the normal accounts of...
meteors or something like that?
No. And pictures were taken. When we arrived back in port, we were debriefed by Office of Naval Intelligence officer who basically the gist of the debriefing was is you didn't see anything and you're not going to talk about anything, and if you do, you're going to be in deep trouble. So that was the end of that.
Now, both Lear and Cooper are now conducting their research in the open, exposing themselves to whatever consequences may come their way.